Dear students, welcome to the class of data structure. In today's lecture, we are going to study about minimum spanning tree. So, what is a minimum spanning tree? As per definition, it is a minimum weight spanning tree. It is also called minimum spanning tree. It is applicable on connected, edge-weighted, undirected graph. It connects all the vertices without any cycle with minimum possible total edge weight. So, suppose this is the graph. Okay, and these are weights here. So there can be lots of spanning tree. What is the meaning of spanning tree? Basically, any tree out of this graph is a spanning tree if it connects all the vertices. And since it is a tree, it obviously do not contain any cycle, and all vertices are connected. So we can have like A, B, C, D. This is one of the spanning tree having weight of 8. Then we can have a spanning tree having weight of 4. Okay, then we can have a spanning tree again having weight of 8. So among these three, the tree with minimum weight, so this is called a minimum spanning tree because all the vertices are connected and edge weight is minimum. So this is the example which is shown here. So graph is given and the corresponding minimum spanning tree is given. So to find a minimum spanning tree out of a connected edge weighted graph, we have two algorithms. One is called Kruskal's algorithm, other is called Prim's algorithms. We'll study both algorithms in this lecture with example. So first we'll start with Kruskal's algorithm. So it's very simple. What we have to do, first we have to write all the edges in ascending order of their weight. Okay, so as 1 comma 2, so this is s, this is weight is 1, then we have as 3 comma 6 here. So I will enlarge this a bit, so it is 3 comma 6. So weight here is 2. Then we have next is with smallest weight is 6, that is 4 comma 5, weight is 6. Then we have 5 comma 6 with weight of 9, then 1 comma 3 with weight of 9, then 2 comma 3 with weight of 10, then 1 comma 6 with weight of sorry, not 1 comma 6, we have 4 comma 3, so with weight of 11. Okay, then we have 1 comma 6 with weight of 14, and we have 2 comma 4 with weight of 15. So all the edges are written in ascending order of their weights. Total edges are 9, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and 9. So now what we'll do, one by one we will start adding the edges. So this as we are adding first 1 2. Second edge will add and we'll see if it do not create a cycle. So S36 will add, and obviously it is not creating a cycle. Weight 2, then we'll add 4 5, not creating a cycle. Then we'll add 5 6, this is Again, it is not creating a cycle. Then 1 3, this is, it is not creating a cycle. So now all the vertices are connected. Okay, so no need to add more edges. So this is our minimum spanning tree with weight 6, 9, 15 to 17 and 9, 26 and 1, 28. So cost is equal to 28. Okay, now suppose if I modify this algorithm a bit, suppose I am taking this graph as an example. Okay, so for this graph again I will write all the edges with ascending order of weight. So AD is 1, AC is 1, CD is 1, AB is 2, BC is 2. So now if I start adding edges, so A and D I have added with weight 1, then I add AC with weight 1. Then see CD I cannot add because it will create a cycle, so I will ignore this edge. Then I will add AB. So again all edges are connected. We'll stop here and cost is 4. So I have taken this example to just show you that even if there is a edge with a smaller weight, we cannot add that edge if it creates a cycle. So cycle is not allowed here, and always will stop when all the edges are added here. So this is how Kruskal algorithm works. It's very simple. Sort all the edges in ascending order of their weight and keep on adding the edges with the smallest weight. At every step check first that cycle is not created. Second, you have to stop when all the vertices are connected with no cycle. So we'll get your minimum spanning tree. I hope it is simple and you have understood how to work with Kruskal algorithm. So this is the detail in Kruskal algorithm. Now set A is forest because one by one we add a edge, so every edge is itself a tree. So we have a collection of forest. Now what is the algorithm? For first we arrange all the edges in ascending order, then we check whether the edge is already not there and if it is not creating a cycle. So this part of code is doing the same thing. So for every edge it is taken in non-decreasing order by weight. So find set u. So what is find set u? Find set u returns a representative element from set that contains u, and it is not equal to find set v. So it means that we can determine whether two vertices u and v belong to same tree or not. So if they do not belong to same tree, then we'll add, otherwise we'll not add. And finally union will combine all the edges, or basically all the trees, to find the minimum cost spanning tree. So what is the meaning of this? This edge if we are taking AB, this edge if we are taking CD. So these are treated as separate trees, and this union thing basically combine all these trees to find a minimum cost spanning tree using Kruskal's algorithm. The running time of Kruskal algorithm is order of E log V, where E is number of edges and V is number of vertices. Now coming to Prim's algorithm. Prim's algorithm has the property that instead of creating a forest, it always creates a single tree. So any vertex we take as a source vertex, and from source vertex we check all the adjacent vertices. Okay, and we use priority queue there. And initially what we do, for every vertex other than source vertex, we assign a key value as infinite, and as we are exploring the neighbors of the vertex chosen, we keep on updating the weight and adding the edges. So the same example. So here what we'll do, we have to take two data structures. So this is a priority queue. Suppose one I am choosing as a source vertex. So distance from 1 to 1 is 0. All others are infinite for now. Okay, now at every step what I have to do, I have to do extract min. So minimum weight vertex will be extracted from this queue. So obviously 1 is minimum. And now we'll explore neighbors of 1. So neighbor of 1 is 2 with weight 1, neighbor of 1 is 3 with weight 9, and neighbor of 1 is 6 with weight 14. So first we'll check for 2. So neighbor of vertex 1 is 2 with weight 1. So we'll compare where 1 is less than the already stored weight or not. So here infinite is stored, 1 is obviously less, so we'll update it. So 2 will get weight 1. Now 3, 9 is also less than infinity, it will get weight 9. 4 is not a neighbor, 5 is not a neighbor, 6 will get weight 14, and accordingly we'll update this in vertex and edge table. So we are getting edge 1 2 from vertex 1, we are getting edge 1 3 from vertex 1, and we are getting edge 1 6 from vertex 1. Okay, again we'll do extract min. So in this table the minimum weight we are having is 2, so 2 is extracted. So now we'll see neighbors of 2. Neighbor of 2 is 3. So here weight of 3 is 9, here weight of 3 is 10. So 3 is already having smaller weight, so we'll do nothing. Neighbor of 2 is 1, but 1 is not in this queue anymore, so we'll do nothing. Neighbor of 2 is 4. So weight of 4 here is infinite, here it is 15, so we'll update it. So 3 remains 9, 4 becomes 15, 5 is infinite, 6 is infinite, and we'll update this also. So from vertex 1 we got 1 2, from vertex 1 we got 1 3, from vertex 1 we got 1 6, and from vertex 2 we got 2 4. Again we'll do extract min. So in this table minimum is 3. So now we'll check the neighbors of 3. So neighbor of 3 is 6, here weight is 2, here it was 14 in the previous table. So here 3 to 6 weight is 2, here we are having 14, so we'll update it. So 6 will become 2. Neighbor of 3 is 4, the weight is 15, here weight is 11, so again we'll update it. And neighbor of 3 is 1, 1 is not there, neighbor of 3 is 2, 2 is not there. So 5 will remain infinite, 3 we have already done. So we'll update this table also. So we have updated two values, 4 and 6. So now this table will be updated. From 1 we got 1 2, we got 1 3. Now 6 is updated. So we got 3 6 from 3, new weight. Initially 6 came from 1, now 6 is coming from 3. And 4 was initially coming from 2, now 4 is coming from 3. So 3 2 3 4. Now again extract min. So minimum weight 6 will be extracted. So neighbor of 6 is 5, weight is 9, here weight is infinite, so obviously we'll update. Neighbor of 6 is 3, 3 is not in the list. Neighbor of 6 is 1, 1 is not in the list. So 5 is updated to 9, and 4 is 11, and 5 is updated to 9. So obviously this will be also updated. So 1 1 2 1 2 1 3 3 2 3 6 3 2 3 4 and 6 2 6 5. So again we'll do extractment. So 5 will be extracted. So from 5 we are going to 4 with weight 6. Here weight of 4 is 11, so it will be updated, and accordingly this will also be updated. So 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 3 3 2 3 6. So initially 4 was coming from 3, now 4 will come from 5. So 5 2 5 4 and 6 2 6 5. Again we'll do extractment. So 4 will be updated. This q will become empty. So we have to stop when q is equal to empty. So when q becomes empty, we'll stop. This is our set of edges which will form the minimum cost spanning tree. So let's add edges one by one. So 1 2 is added first, then 1 3 is added, then 3 6 is added, then 5 4 is added, and then 6 5 is added. Okay, so this is the minimum cost spanning tree, and the cost is 10 12 12 and 15, 9 to 11 11 9 20 27. So this is the cost of minimum cost spanning tree. This is how Prim's algorithm works. Okay, so I hope it is understood. Now this algorithm, we can see that every key we have assigned infinite. The source is 0. This is the source vertex R. Weights are input, graph is input, and this is our priority queue, which contains set of all the edges with these parameters. Until this queue is not empty, at every step we are extracting the minimum element, then we are scanning the adjacency list, and we are updating the weights. Okay, so in Prim's algorithm, let's go to the Prim's algorithm example, Kruskal's example basically. So here also you can see 9 10, then 12 and 15. Cost here was also 27. My calculation was wrong. It is not 28, it is 27. So both the algorithms are simple to work with. I hope this video was useful and you have understood both the algorithms. Then running time of Prim's algorithm is also order of E log B. So running time here is also order of E log B as for Kruskal algorithm. So I hope this video was useful. Thanks for watching.